So kia ora and Scott, thank you so much for joining me on Chats with Sensei Shane. To start us off, can you tell us a little about Lume Electrical and what you do, and also introduce yourselves?
So I'm Hamish, I'm a qualified electrician. We are the owners. I'm on board the tools, and that is the brains behind everything. So we are an electrical company. We have about 8 guys on the tools. We do a lot of new builds, commercial renovations, heat pumps, stuff like that. Do very nice and high-end homes, which we really enjoy doing. So yeah, and then you do is the behind scenes, which is the most important part of the business.
I'm Laurel Scott.
Yes.
Wife of Hamish. There you go.
Sounds like me and my wife. Like, I'm the one that's at the front doing all the in front, the face of the business, but my wife does all the work behind the scenes. So we're exactly the same.
Yeah, sounds like it.
So I better be careful what I say.
Yeah.
So what values or philosophy guide your business, both in the way you work with your team and the wider community?
But the value-wise, we haven't actually written it down. It's been on our to-do list to write down, but we want to make sure we have, when we're doing like electrical build, is having good products that we can trust and know that they're going to back us. New Zealand made has been our biggest thing now, is trying to get a product that is New Zealand owned company, New Zealand made if possible. So then we can actually keep it in New Zealand. COVID time taught us a lot about all that. So then we are putting back in the community, going out, and then for us, that's going to be like for everybody, building up the community for that. Then we want to make sure that our clients trust us. We're doing our absolute best for them. I want to make sure that it is, if I put it into my house, I can trust to put it into your guys' house. That's my biggest thing. I like to make sure that we will do anything really crazy at our own personal house, and then see if it works, and then we can share it with everyone else.
Nice.
And people want us. We want to be a bit of an expert on lighting. It's quite a big thing now. So we definitely push the boundaries on all that stuff.
Okay. So you've recently come on board as a sponsor for the Empowering Tamariki Bully Awareness and Prevention Program, helping bring it to primary schools here in New Plymouth. What inspired you to support this program?
I'll take that one. So basically, our ethos, I guess, is that we've worked really hard in this business, and we've always wanted to eventually be able to support community and anything that kind of means a lot to us. Our 2 boys have done Kenpo with you for a year and a half, I'd say, and we've really enjoyed that, and them being able to look up to you and have you kind of weekly in their lives. I think that's very valuable. Then this came up, and so it was just a gut feel, and that's what we kind of drive a lot of our life and business by. And we reached out to you, and you sent us some information, and in it you talked about building resilience, and a whole lot of other values, respect, all sorts of different things, and we were like, ding, that's exactly. So we've got 3 young boys, so we've got a 7, 4 and 2-year-old, and it's exactly what we want to instill in our children. And we are in a lucky privilege, I'm not sure how you word it, where our children have got us, and we really drive these values at home, but a lot of people don't have access to people like that in their lives, and we're like, maybe this is a way we can help our community a little bit. And
and doing sponsorship and something that means more to me than a big billboard. It
Yeah.
really is just a fancy picture when we don't care about getting our face to the thing, but it's just something that we know at heart that it's actually doing something good for the community rather than just a big picture on the wall.
Yeah, and just for the future, for those children's lives, if we can help, it'd be cool.
Oh, that's awesome. So was there something personal, maybe from your own experiences at school or as a parent, that made this program resonate with you?
Obviously at school, it's hard, everyone has something different, unique to themselves. So trying to prevent anything or knowing about bullying, about it, and how you can deal with it. We're all at age where it was all just hush hush and kind of thing. No one, you said to deal with it.
Yeah. Just ignore them.
Yeah, ignore them. It wasn't. That's not the thing to do.
Yeah.
It all just gets harder and harder for you in life. So, primary school's a good point where to start, because high school obviously gets harder.
Yeah.
it gets worse.
Most kids are also set in their ways around high school.
Yeah.
So for us, it's getting them early, like primary school. So giving them the tools to be able to have to move on to that next step in their education journey, whether it's intermediate or high school.
Yeah.
So that's why we push the primary school.
Yeah, pushing it early is like the best thing, you know. Get the groundwork started properly.
Yeah.
And then they'll have a good starting, carry on from there, and that's where we see doing the karate with you. For our boys, it's a great starting point, and they love it.
Awesome. So, in your view, why is it important that Tamariki have access to programs like this at a young age?
Yeah, again, is starting the ground right at the bottom where they don't understand it currently. So then, when they get older, it happens more because there just means to be a lot more about it. But so then they know how to deal with it, really.
Yeah, and you're learning these skills at a young age, so they're just kind of like second nature to you as you kind of grow up a little bit more, and you get into more situations, more difficult situations. And I think it's really important as a mother of boys, just being able to get them to talk, and maybe this will help them understand more about that as well.
Absolutely. And how do you see this program making a difference in schools and in the wider New Plymouth community?
So that would be, if you're starting with the schools, it's a big community, you're doing all this thing, you're not doing it individually. So then, as a peers, they can actually talk about it, and then that will then spread to the wider community that, hey, you've got these, looking at doing 5 schools, that 5 schools more than 0 beforehand. So then it spreads on, because then, hey, it goes into there's Saturday sports, they then, you've got your club rugbies where they are all different schools, all merged into one, but then that will then help spread it from, in the rugby community, it's not always been the greatest. So that is trying to spread it from there, that will hopefully help that in the soccer community kind of thing like that. So I think it will, do those 5 schools that we're trying to do, that will spread to the other schools, and then we'll go, oh, what are they doing differently? Why are these kids such amazing kids between, learning to deal with it?
Oh, that's cool. So businesses may have options when it comes to sponsorship. Why was Empowering Tamariki the right fit for Lume Electrical?
It was a really kind of personal, I think, kind of built from there. We don't have an actually sponsorship plan. We just have a gut feel plan. And so if one of us feels strongly about something where it resonates with us, we sponsor that, really. And so I came across this and I contacted you and you sent that through, and then once one of us have made a decision, the other just has to get on board. But Hamish was really keen to as well.
Sponsorship, like that, you can do sports teams and stuff, but this thing will actually do them for life. Rather than, here's a sports tournament and you're done and one and done. This thing will stay with them for life and carry on, and then help them teach their children in the future, and other things spread from there. That's what you want to do, is it's going to spread like a fire.
Awesome.
That you want it to be.
And that's pretty much what we're wanting, is this to be everywhere, so that the kids are getting those tools. So what message do you hope other businesses or community members take from your decision to support this program?
It's basically to try and help you grow. It is a business and it does take a lot of effort to do it, spread it. So what we're doing is trying to, hey, if we spread a message, even one more person, still another 5 more schools. So that's 10 schools closer. So that, yes, you could spend money on doing a lot of marketing and everything, but then it's a good feeling in the heart that you've actually done something good that is not, fully benefiting your business, but it's going to benefit your pride of yourself. That's what we feel, is it would actually do that more.
Nice. So bullying and parenting are things we often explore in these chats. From your perspective, what role do whānau and businesses have in helping Tamariki grow up feeling confident, safe and supported? That's a good question,
That's a very good question, Shane. Whānau wise, I think it can start at home, either way. So it's all about just talking and just really being open with those conversations, and the best way to deal with situations, but like just having that awareness and building that resilience, building that confidence, I think can start at home. But on the other hand, what could start at home is the flip side of it. So you might have some children who don't have that support at home, and then the other people that might need a little bit more help, and I'm hoping that this program really gets to the kids in need, really. Business wise,
yeah, business wise, it's we're not trying to benefit out of it at all. It's no benefit. It's more of just a heart really thing of just feeling good. You know, going home and hearing from the stories that the kids actually get in the program through, like, I don't even we can just be a miss to everyone. But it's just that feeling that when you go home and go, we've done something really cool for some, these kids. That's our biggest thing.
That's awesome. And if you could give one piece of advice to parents or young people about handling bullying or supporting each other, what would it be?
Yes, we haven't actually had to deal with it.
Well, no.
Yeah, it's only to reach each brother. So we won't have to deal with just each other fighting each other.
Handling bullying or supporting each other.
Yeah, that one's we haven't done. Yeah, because Carter's only 7, so we haven't had to deal with it.
Well, that we're aware of.
That we're aware of,
we try to encourage open conversations and really talk about your feelings at home. We try to encourage that because we've naturally got boys who just like to keep things in. So we really just try encourage conversation, discussion, how you're feeling. That's kind of how we're playing it at the moment. But again, we're still quite young in the parenting journey. So
it's just trying to keep them busy, then trying to talk with them, being in play. That's what we've really much been trying to do.
Yeah, that's where we find we get the most out of the young dudes.
Yeah, sit them down, they just want to talk.
Yeah,
like typical boys.
Yeah,
but doing stuff and playing and then talking. Yeah, that's been the better option. You can actually get something out of it. What have you done in the school?
That's actually good advice because we struggle with our boys as well because our oldest boy tends to hold things in as well. So if you could give one piece of advice to parents or young people about handling bullying or supporting each other, what would it be?
So we're still quite young in our parenting journey, so we haven't directly, that we're aware of, dealt with bullying with our children. But what we really like to hone in at home is try to bring up conversation and trying to get as much out of our children as possible, and we find that just talking to them while we're playing, while they're distracted.
Yeah, while their mind's set on something else, so then they just automatically blurt out everything. Playing cards and board games, and putting them to bed. I know it's a distraction before they can go to sleep, but they seem to always talk and have a bit of a yarn and stay up later. Yeah,
they like to stay up later, so they like to talk, they want to discuss something, let's talk about this.
And that works with us too. We do the same thing with our kids. My oldest boy, he's the same. We get most out of him when he's going to bed at night, when we put him to sleep. So good advice. Looking ahead, do you see Lume Electrical continuing to support initiatives like this, and what excites you most about the journey ahead with empowering Tamariki?
So yes, we're definitely keen as to carry on sponsoring and supporting you, helping with the children that actually need the most help doing things, and seeing them grow.
Yeah, and I think we knew, because we were really excited just to join in with you in something like this. When you came and spoke about why you were doing and everything, it really resonated us, and just to see your passion and what you do and helping all the kids. As many families and as possible. We really were like, yes, this is something we want to be able to help you with, because it's not something we can necessarily do in our own capacity, or have even the idea or the like the knowledge to be able to do something like that. So it's really cool to be able to support you in what you're trying to do and be a part of that.
Oh, that's awesome. So finally, how can our audience connect with you or learn more about Lume Electrical and what you're doing in the community?
That would be, we would do a lot of the social media side. We don't really advertise much about things. It's more about having fun in the community, enjoying work, and the team members actually do most of the photos and stuff like that. I don't just put them all together. So most of the time it's just them having fun and mucking around kind of thing, just enjoying their day. And that's what everyone wants to do to work. You don't want to be going, I'm going back to work again today. Something they enjoy is the biggest thing.
That's awesome. Not only do you guys light up, you know, the community with your business, but you're also going to be lighting up a lot of children's, you know, confidence and empowering them as well. So that's something that we're excited to be associated with you guys in that point. And just want to thank you guys for being a part of this journey going forward, because the schools that are going to benefit from this program, the kids that are going to also benefit from it as well, is going to be huge.
Yeah, the families.
The families as well. Yeah, and with our parents course that we have available too, that that goes alongside this course, it's going to help parents to better support their kids that don't know how to support their kids going through this type of situation. That's going to benefit them as well. But just want to thank you guys for being a part of our journey and being a part of this kaupapa. It means a lot. And so all the schools out there that do benefit from this, it's going to be amazing for you. And just thank you guys again.
No, it's awesome. So no, thank you so much for letting us join in with you to do this course.
Awesome. Thanks guys. So
Thank you.
just give it a thumbs up.
Yes.
I can do a screenshot and they can be our picture.
Here you go.
Yes.